And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Well, it's match day. Liverpool, of course, taking on Villa. Don't worry, I'm not going to be doing a preview again. Of course, I did that on Friday, discussing where Aston Villa are ahead of it. Again, it's pretty much a dead rubber for us right now, but it is our last away game with Jurgen Klopp, and Jurgen Klopp will of course want to be getting a win and just trying to finish the season in the best possible way before his final send-off next weekend against Wolverhampton Wanderers at Anfield. In terms of the actual title race, I know we're out of it, but I was just interested from a Liverpool perspective. Of course, we've seen both Manchester City and Arsenal win at the weekend. It's now going to go to the final day, and I'm just interested from a Liverpool perspective, who would you rather win the league, Manchester City or Arsenal, and why? Let me know down there in the comment section. I kind of look towards Manchester City. To be honest, I'd rather Manchester City win the title than Arsenal, but that's just my sort of personal opinion. But I'm interested to see what other fans are kind of thinking on that matter. Now, of course, we are coming into the season's end now. And as you can see, things are swirling. Our last video, of course, we did announce that Julian Ward will be returning back to the football club, which is cool. And then, of course, we've got the boy from Benfica as a technical scout or something like that. That's coming back as well. So we are making moves in the sort of hierarchy, and we're very, very close to appointing Arne Slot. There's been more on Arne Slot, and that he's going to be moving into Jurgen Klopp's house. Obviously, Liverpool do own that house. So, yeah, he's going to be moving into that £4 million house. So that's a bit of news with regards to that. But other than that, guys, it's been more transfer news, and in today's video, guys, we've actually got some shock transfer news from Fabrizio Romano, which we're going to be discussing in today's video. But I've also seen over the weekend, and I've not jumped on to make a video about it because there's not really the journalists that we kind of listen to on this channel. You saw Ornstein's, Joyce, Fabrizio have been they're not really brought it to the table, but there's been a few other sort of, not less to say they are reputable, but they're not bang on with the money, reporting this Mohamed Kudus story. And look, he's probably a player that would be fantastic signing for Liverpool, to be perfectly honest. I think it would be a very, very good signing. But over social media over the weekend, there's been kind of a lot of talk that he has a release clause in his contract and that he could come to Liverpool if a bid or a sufficient bid that met the release clause was met this summer. But I just want to clear a few things up with regards to that. And actually, there is no release clause that's going to be active this summer. And I'm just going to read a report about it, and hopefully that sums it up going into the summer, because if we are actually interested in him, it's not going to be as easy as just hitting his release clause, because it kind of doesn't exist this summer, whilst he does have a release clause embedded in his contract. Look, I'll go through it. As stated, with the end of the season nigh, transfer rumours are beginning to swell, and one of the most high-profile players rumoured to be on Liverpool's radar is Kudus of West Ham. Having scored 17 goals in 47 games this season, he has excelled as a winger, and with a reported £85 million release clause, he has been linked to the Reds. A recent report claiming Liverpool will trigger the clause this summer, though, is highly unlikely to be true. This is due to multiple West Ham sources reminding supporters that Kudus' release clause doesn't actually come in effect until the summer of 2025. Reporting for the Claret and Hugh, connected West Ham writer Sean Whetstone explained release clauses in club contracts only activate after the third transfer window following their signing. He added the same was true about Lucas Paqueta, whose £85 million release clause only become active this summer after signing for the Hammers from Lyon in August 2022. Due to Kudus signing in July 2023, his release clause would therefore not come into play until July 2025. At the moment, this supposed £85 million clause is unconfirmed, but it's fairly safe to assume Kudus does not have one because the reliable David Ornstein said so on the Athletic FC podcast. Ornstein also claimed that multiple contacts have divulged Liverpool's interest in another forward. The journalist said, "I've heard from multiple contacts that they're looking for a wide player. Now, I don't know if that's to add to what they've already got. Is it because there's already been speculation around the future of Luis Diaz, who is yet to sign a new contract? That's quite unusual for a player who's done so well. He's been linked with moves elsewhere. Let's wait and see with that." Diaz recently eased fears he may be looking for a move when he told LiverpoolFC.com that he is very happy at Anfield and believes great years are coming for the football club. So yes, whilst Kudus, as a fan, I do like the look of him, and he's a player that I would certainly be championing on, but it's not easier as it has been made out on social media that he has this release clause that we can just hit this summer. It's not true. So if we were wanting to get him this summer, it would have to be a substantial bid, and it would probably be over 9 figures. So yeah, we'll see with that one. But we'll see as it goes in summer. But if you want my opinion on it, I think, yeah, Kudus would be a great player for this football club. Now, moving on to Fabrizio Romano's news, guys. It's with regards to Trent Alexander-Arnold. The latest I gave to you in regards to Trent is that, well, his contract expires next summer. And in the lead up to the transfer window, we've obviously been getting our ducks in order with the sort of hierarchy, the manager and all these things. But our next thing now is to, of course, tie down the key players. There's going to be talks with Mo Salah, there's going to be talks with Virgil van Dijk, and there's of course mainly the priority going to be talks with Trent Alexander-Arnold. Now, Fabrizio Romano has provided some shock transfer news this morning and have stated that that Real Madrid really do want Trent Alexander-Arnold, as they really love the player. He's a realistic target that Real Madrid want and could be an option this summer, or potentially, of course, at the expiry of his contract. So should Trent not sign a new deal, or maybe they could test the waters this summer. Real Madrid, of course, building this super team, getting Kylian Mbappe on a free this summer too, already in a Champions League final, already won La Liga. They're looking to sort of strengthen even more, and Trent Alexander-Arnold is reportedly high up the list as a next target. Again, depending on what Real Madrid, you know what they're like. I know Trent Alexander-Arnold is a boyhood Liverpool boy, and you think he's going to be a one-club man. But sometimes Real Madrid kind of hits different. Like, you see a lot of players that could be persuaded to go there, especially with the project they're building at this moment in time. So, and they are they're quite shrewd with their business as of late, and they don't really pay the high transfer fees. You can see the whole Alphonso Davies saga at this moment in time. Kylian Mbappe, they're not paying for these fees. They're looking to try and use their power, their influence as probably the biggest club in the world, let's say, to try and get players to run down their contract, and they snap them up and free with big wages and the promise to go on and be a Galactico and go on and win countless of titles. We know Trent Alexander-Arnold is a very, very, very ambitious man. And some may look at it, well, depending on what the project's going to be at Liverpool, would he stay? Would he go? Again, I don't think for a minute. I think he will stay at Liverpool for the rest of his career. But it's something that we need to be making sure that this contract is tied up, like, very, very soon. And I'm talking about before the summer transfer window starts, before the Euros starts, so that, you know, he can commit his future to the club and we can kind of just rubbish these Real Madrid ones. But Fabrizio Romano has stated that he is a realistic target and someone that they could pursue. So it's a needs must. We need to get his contract signed. But yeah, interesting one there indeed with regards to transfers, guys. It's going to be lots of twists and turns. Villa tonight, then one more game left to go into the Jurgen Klopp tenure. And that is us, guys. Let me know your thoughts on Trent Alexander-Arnold. Could you see a world in which he goes to Real Madrid? Yes or no? And then, of course, let me know your score predictions for tonight down there in the comment section below. Thank you, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.